Devi Mahatmya read it out.
Narayana said, O Devashi, the egg born of Mula Prakriti that was floating in the waters for a period equal to the life period of Brahma, now in the fullness of time separated into two parts. Within that egg there was a powerful child, lustrous like 1,000 millions of suns. This child could not suck mother's milk, as it was forsaken by her. So, being tired of hunger, the child for a moment cried repeatedly.
Forsaken because he had to grow.
The child that will become the lord of countless Brahmandas, universes.
Countless Brahmandas. Brahmandas are universes.
Now an orphan having no father nor mother began to look upwards from the waters. This boy came to be denominated afterwards by the name of Mahavirat, when he became gross and grosser. As there is nothing finer than radium, so there is nothing grosser than Mahavirat. The power of this Mahavirat, 1/16 of that of Shri Krishna, the highest self. But this
that is Jehovah.
But this boy born of the Prakriti Radha is the sole stay of all this universe.
Soul stay.
He is denominated by the name Mahavishnu. In his every pore, countless universes are existing. So much so that even Shri Krishna could not count them. If it were possible to count the number of dust particles, it is impossible to count the number of the universes. So there are endless Brahmas, Vishnus and Maheshwaras. In every Brahmanda there is Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesha. Each Brahmanda extends from Patala to the Brahma Loka. The abode of Vaikuntha is higher than that. That is, it is situated outside of Brahmanda. Again, the abode of Goloka is 50 koti yojanas, that is 50 by 10 by 4 by 2 million miles, higher than Vaikuntha. This Goloka Dhamma is eternal and real, as Shri Krishna is eternal and real. This world, composed of 7 islands, is surrounded by the 7 oceans. 49 Upadvipas, smaller islands adjacent to them, exist here. Besides, there are countless mountains and forests. Higher than this earth is the Brahma Loka with 7 heavens, and below this are the 7 Patalas. This is the bounding limit of Brahmanda. Just above this earth, there is the Burloka. Above is the Bhuvaloka, then Svaloka, then Janarloka, then Taparloka, then Satyaloka. And above
Mahaloka, Mahaloka not there? Maha. Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha. They call it Brahma.
Bhur, Bhuva,
Swaha, Tapaha, Jana, Tapaha.
Satya, and Brahmaloka. The splendor of Brahmaloka is like that of molten gold. But all the substances, whether outside or inside this Brahmaloka, are transient. When this Brahmanda dissolves, everything dissolves and is destroyed. All are temporary, like bubbles of water. Only Goloka and Vaikuntha are eternal. In every pore of this Mahavirat is existing one Brahmanda. Or to speak of others...
Pore means every, what do you call this, pore of the skin. One Brahmanda exists in Christ. Thank you.
What to speak of others, even Krishna cannot count the number of these Brahmandas. In every Brahmanda there is Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesha. O child Narada, in every Brahmanda the number of the gods is 3 kotis or 30 millions. Some of them are the Dikpatis, the regents of the quarters. Some are the Dikpalas, the rulers of the quarters. Some are asterisms and some are planets. In the Burloka there are 4 Varnas, Brahmins, etc. And in the Patalas there are Nagas. Thus the universe exists composed of movable and non-movable things. This is Brahmanda Vivriti. O Narada, now the Virat Purusha began to look up to the skies again and again, but he could not see anything within that egg except the void. Then, distressed with hunger, he cried out repeatedly and became merged in anxiety. Next moment, getting back his consciousness, he began to think of Krishna, the highest person, and saw there at once the eternal light of Brahman. He saw there his form as deep blue like new rain cloud, with 2 bands, garment of a yellow colour, sweet smile on his face, flute in his hand, and he seemed to be very anxious to show his grace to devotees. Looking at the Lord his father, the boy became glad and smiled. The Lord, the bestower of boon, granted him boons appropriate for that moment. O child, let you possess knowledge like me. Let your hunger and thirst vanish. Let you
See, hunger and thirst vanish. He fasted for 40 days. See, all the indications are there.
Let you be the holder of innumerable Brahmandas till the time of Pralaya, the universal dissolution. Be without any selfishness, be fearless and the bestower of boons to all. Let not old age, death, disease, sorrow or any other ailings afflict thee.
This is the sign of a Brahma Shakti. He himself has said before that the Brahma Shakti or the spirit does not die, does not get old and all that, and he is telling him all that.
Thus saying, he repeated thrice on his ear the 6-lettered great mantra, Om Krishnaya Svaha, worshipped by the Vedas with their Angas, the giver of desires and the destroyer of all troubles and calamities. O Brahma's son, thus giving the mantra, Shri Krishna arranged for his feeding thus. In every universe, whatever offerings will be given to Shri Krishna, 1/16 of that will go to Narayana, the Lord of Vaikuntha, and 15/16 is to go to this boy, the Virat.
He is Narayana also. Shri Krishna is Narayana, you see. So 1/16 will go to Narayana and 15/16 to his son.
Shri Krishna did not allot any share for himself. Himself transcending all the gunas, full, he is always satisfied with himself. What necessity is there for any further offerings? Whatever the people offer with devotion, the Lord of Lakshmi, the Virat, eats all these. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, giving thus to the Virat the boon and the mantra, said, O child, say what more you desire, I will give you that instantly. The Virat boy, hearing thus the words of Shri Krishna, spoke, O thou omnipresent, I have got no desires whatsoever, save this, that as long as I live, whether for a short time or for a long time, let me have pure bhakti towards thy lotus feet.
That's why always Christ has these fingers like this, one denoting towards Shri Krishna and another towards Vishnu. He talked of his father Dhruva. For a short time or for a long time. He lived for a short time and for a long time.
In this world he is Jivan Mukta, liberated whilst living, who is your Bhakta. And that bewildered fool is dead while living, who is devoid of any bhakti to thee. What needs he to perform japa, asceticism, sacrifice, worship, holding fasts and observances, going to sacred places of pilgrimages, and other virtuous acts, if he be without any bhakti to Shri Krishna? Vain is his life who is devoid of any devotion to Shri Krishna, under whose grace he has obtained his life, and whom he does not now pay homage and worship. He is endowed with Shakti as long as Atma resides in his body. No sooner the Atma departs from his body, all the Shaktis accompany him. O Great One, and thou art the universal Atman, who transcends Prakriti, who is all will, the primeval person, and of the nature of the highest light. O child, thus saying, the Virat boy remained silent. Shri Krishna then spoke in sweet words. O child, let you remain as fresh as ever like me. You will not have any fall, even if innumerable Brahmas pass away. Let you divide yourself in parts and turn into smaller Virats in every universe.
That's what he
Brahma
did.
will spring from your navel and will create the cosmos. From the forehead of that Brahma will spring 11 Rudras for the destruction of the creation. But they will all be parts of Shiva.
That is given by Shiva to him. See, the 11 parts are given to this child by Shiva.
The Rudra named Kalagni of these 11 Rudras will be the destroyer of all this Vishvas, the cosmos. Besides, from each of your subdivisions the Vishnu will originate, and that Bhagavan Vishnu will be the preserver of this Vishnu world. I say that under my favour you will always be full of bhakti towards me, and no sooner you meditate on me, you will be able to see my lovely form. There is no doubt in this, and your mother, who resides in my breast, will not be difficult for you to see. But you remain here in ease and comfort. I now go to Goloka. Saying thus, Shri Krishna, the Lord of worlds, disappeared.
So clear cut. Better send it to this Archbishop of Canterbury. What does he understand about Christ? That every pore of his skin is a one Brahmanda. So he became very gross, you see, in the sense that he came down on this earth, you see, and then he became the spirit. That's why he said his only son